Okay, just to continue, we'll be looking at execution strategy patterns. Now, as I mentioned before, it is the execution strategies that our traders are concerned with from these algorithmic and HFT systems, where we'll be able to determine profitable order flow patterns or underlying she-shift trend changes and bigger time frame trend changes. And that's all we're concerned with. The whole of how how they're built, it's not really for this course, but if we can understand of how these patterns are given birth from an execution perspective, well, then we can trade around them. Again, for these execution brokers, you get some really sophisticated strategies so they can really optimize their price, because if you have the best execution as an execution broker, well, then you're going to get all the business from particular investors that are having to put orders through in the marketplace. Remember, our context here is in the intraday and in the micro time frame of execution. You can also see over a couple of days period potentially bigger orders going through the market, but those are more your type of larger distribution absorption plays, which we speak about in our absorption module. So the focus is not on theory in this in this section, but more or in this course, but more the price patterns that emanate from these various different execution platform, or the various types of algorithmic systems or HFT participants. Now, and as I've said, from here, of all the execution, there is just a mirage of different price ladder patterns, whether it be icebergs, machine gun orders. These are all in that link that I provided you, all the different types of order entry strategies, and whether it being time and volume slice orders. You need to identify the algo and its strategy. If it's a high feeding algorithm with liquidity to offload, then you trade around the algo in the time frame being executed. So sometimes you see an algorithm having to offload in a very short period of time a lot of orders on the order book, and whilst it's offloading at an extreme price. That extreme price could trigger stops. It's you understanding of that positioning of the market, and given that execution strategy that's being implemented in your market at that specific time, of how you go about trading it. Remember, the human discovers and unlocks the pattern, then it's our ability to trade around it. So the human has an incredible ability to pick up patterns in everyday life, whether it's a pattern with a friend or a lover, a pattern when you're playing a particular type of sport, a particular type of football formation, or particular rugby maul that's going on as it sucks in defense. We're trying to understand and unleash patterns, and in the marketplace it's no different. Is our human ability to really discover and unlock these patterns, and therefore trade effectively around it.